So we're back to work on my brother's house this week, trying to get things wrapped up before the baby comes. The big goal this week is to get to the point where we can start flooring. So there's a lot that has to happen. We've got to finish chinking all of the logs and then spray a clear coat on top of all of the logs. And then we've got to go in the kitchen and do all the utilities and set all the cabinets and paint all the cabinets before the finished floor goes. So it's going to be a really busy week. Hopefully we can get everything done.
So we're going to add some electrical to the kitchen island. So I framed out some 2x6 walls at the end, and now I'm just marking here, and I'm going to put in some electrical boxes. This will work out pretty good. Now I'm just going to pull some electrical from underneath the toe kick, bring it up into here, and they got power in the island, which is really nice. So I already stuffed this in about 2 months ago, but as you can see, it's a little bit off, so our planning wasn't right on. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole in the subfloor and reroute it so we can go up underneath this cabinet. So from there, then we can just run it right through the bottom toe kicks and run it over, because I got power that has to go into here, and then I have to go all over and catch another receptacle, and then also there's a dishwasher that's in here. So here they have this, which used to be the existing one in the old kitchen, and it's just nothing but it's 12.3. And so with that being said, this is two 20 amp circuits that can be put over here for the dishwasher and the receptacles in the island. Now, let's see how small my hands are.
Where's Grace when you need her?
Exactly. How much chink could a chipmunk do in one day? How much chink could a chink? Tell me you don't stink in fish tape. Pull. Keep going.
Is it through?
I gotta hold it. Okay, hold it. Like.
You need some help?
Okay, pull more.
Oh, okay.
Ow!
Oh.
You get it?
Yep.
Okay, pull the slack over there up to that box.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Okay.
So we've got the island pretty much wrapped up. We've kind of at a little bit of standstill, so Jacob and I are going to run back to our workshop and we're going to work on some wall cabinets while Mike and Eric keep on chinking.
wound up getting all the chinking done. As you can see, these guys, they did an excellent job on chinking, and it really come out really nice. But the last thing we need to do in this step on the log process is now we need to put a sealer over top of everything. And so it's just basically a poly sealer. So we're gonna go ahead today and start getting this thing prepped and ready to go. We got the poly in here, which is a log for logs. It's a perma-cheek system. We'll see how it goes, and then by the end of the day, bam, done with the log work, and that is gonna be one heck of a good feeling for us and everybody that's been working on this project.
Now I feel bad. I thought they were out in my car watching Netflix.
So I got all the island cabinets in and all the electrical stuffed in. Now I'm going to move over to the cabinets that are on the wall and all the utilities put in that wall.
So this back wall in the kitchen, it is the main workhorse of this kitchen. We got to get the range in there with the ovens. We got to get 220 pulled into there. We've got to do all of the over-the-counter receptacles. We've got to get a range hood, ventilation, ducting put in, and power to that range hood. And as a little bit of a surprise for my brother, a little bit of housewarming gift, I talked Jacob into putting a pot filler over the range since it's such a large distance between the range and the sink. And then we'll also come off that with the water line to the fridge. So we've all been kind of dreading getting the range hood ducting out the log wall because the log walls are like this big and you've got to drill all the way through it. I mean, Jacob's just gonna give it a go with his hole saw, and he's got like a 6-inch hole saw, and just start. The hole saw won't even go all the way through the log, so we're gonna have to go partially through it and then chisel it out, and then go a little bit further through and chisel that out, and then go a little bit further through, and hopefully that gets us all the way through the log, but it is gonna be a pain.
So I'm about halfway through this log and wound up busting my hole saw. So it was a really nice bit, the $100 bit, but now I got to try to figure out how to get through this log without having to go all the way to Fairbanks, which is 100 miles away, to go get a new bit. So what we're going to try is drill some holes and then finish it with saws. I think I got about 3 inches left to go through this log. See if we can't make this happen. So the saw's idea worked great, got us through the log. So now we're just going to run the piping over and it'll be done.
Kitchen hood bed is in, pot filler's in, electrical's in.
I do think that's everything, so we're ready to put the rock on. So rock on.
So we got our carcass built. We're just gonna put the face frame on real quick. The refrigerator cabinet's actually really simple. It's just 2 pieces of plywood and a wall cabinet between the plywood. But since we want to paint both the plywood panels and the cabinet, we're going to go ahead and assemble everything, put the face frame on it, paint it all as one. It's a little different than how we do the other cabinets where we'll paint the face frame separate and then attach it in place. It's just a big cabinet and there's a lot of paint going on it, so we might as well do it all at once. Now that the drywall is up, we can set all of the cabinets along that wall and get everything set in place and see what this kitchen looks like. Cabinets are in, it's time to start painting them. Jacob's gonna go ahead and spray the face frames, and we're gonna roll on and brush the ones that are already set in place. Really excited about the cabinet color. It's just perfect, and this kitchen is really coming together. I think I've done 10, 11, 12 kitchens so far, and I think this one might be my favorite.
What you working on, babe?
Well, we got a first coat on these face frames and we staple them on. We got all the staples are still showing, so what we do is go back and fill them and then do a light sanding and then do the final coat in place. So it'll be a real nice finish.
So it's definitely coming along in here, huh? We got all the face frames put on. It's actually looking...
This is probably one of my favorite kitchens I've done. So it's looking good.
It's pretty cool.
So it was a crazy busy week this week. We got so much done. It's hard to believe, like when we started this week, we were like, it was such a big mess and there was no cabinets or in place or anything, and now we're ready to start flooring. So it's unbelievable. Just sometimes you just got to set a goal and push to make that goal happen, and that's what happened here. So we're ready to start on the flooring Monday morning, and I mean, man, it's going to start really looking like a home next week. So Jacob's been putting in a lot of extra hours and working really hard and wearing his umpteen hats, like his plumbing hat, his electrical hat, his vent hood hat, all the things that he does. He really needed a break, so I said, honey, it's 30 degrees out, the snow is melting, there's lots of snow, and snow in Alaska is, people like, so how do I put this? In Alaska, there's not a lot of roads and trails. So the winter time in your snow machine gives you the opportunity to explore tons and tons of country and go to places that in the summer are completely inaccessible unless you have a float plane and an airstrip. So he's off doing some exploring, helping his uncle out with some haul-in with his snow machine, and hopefully he's having a good time. And so me and the kids are hanging out at home and enjoying the sunshine, and I'm flying solo today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Kids are out snow machining and towing each other, and I'm missing some little boys though. The spring is just so amazing in Alaska. You get the warmer temperatures and the long days, but then you got tons of snow to play in, so we are very blessed.